When 1,000 policemen turned up in central Hong Kong this morning, everybody knew that the final clearance was about to begin. For 75 days, pro-democracy activists have occupied this site, an 8-lane highway in the heart of the city. But their demonstration was over. The authorities were taking it back. A collection of court bailiffs opened the proceedings. "We're enforcing an injunction," said this official. "Your obstacles will now be removed." And men armed with sharp knives and bolt cutters got to work, tearing the protesters' barricades apart. The protesters offered little resistance, just a final rally in a place they called the main stage. "Give us universal suffrage," they cried, but the territory's government and their masters in Beijing have refused to negotiate.
Well, I've been sitting here in violation of the law for 70-odd days. Now's the time we will have to confront the consequence of the law.
At 2 p.m, the police issued their final warning. Leave now or face arrest. But a small group weren't listening. Amongst them, politicians and lawyers, housewives and students. And each one had a message as the authorities carted them off.
Give me democracy or give me death. Hold on! Hold on!
For protest leaders, it is a painful retreat. 2 months ago, hundreds of thousands congregated in the city centre. It represented the biggest challenge to Chinese authority since the protests in Tiananmen Square. But the authorities have outlasted their youthful, tech-savvy opponents, and they've censored their ideas in the rest of China. That's not all. The demonstrators' encampment, with its posters and signs and its study rooms, was dismantled this afternoon. A community destroyed in just a couple of hours. But their arguments about democracy and debate, about having a say, will be harder to eradicate.
The government and those in power would be able to clear our roads and streets, but they could not win the hearts of Hong Kong people, especially the next 2 generations of up-and-coming young men and women who are the driving force behind the umbrella movement.
Hong Kong will get its road back, but life is unlikely to return to normal. In a newly politicized city, there are many here who do not like where it's going.